Imagine being a fly on the wall in a high-stakes courtroom drama where the secrets of the rich and powerful are slowly being peeled back, layer by excruciating layer. That's exactly what happened on day 15 of the federal trial involving Sean Diddy Combs, a name that once echoed only in the halls of fame and fortune, but is now reverberating through the corridors of justice. Forget the glitz and the glamour for a moment, because what unfolded in that courtroom was raw, unfiltered, and frankly, jaw-dropping. Now, you might think you know the Diddy story, the music mogul, the fashion icon, the life of the party. But behind the carefully constructed image, a storm has been brewing for years, allegations of shocking behavior swirling like a dark cloud. This trial isn't about his latest album or his next business venture. This is about serious accusations. Accusations of racketeering and sex trafficking that could shatter his empire and redefine his legacy forever. Day 15 wasn't just another day in court. It felt like a pivotal moment, a scene straight out of a Hollywood thriller, but this is real life, with real consequences. The tension in the courtroom was so thick you could practically cut it with a knife. And at the center of it all, a woman, a voice erupting from the audience, a raw outburst that brought the proceedings to a screeching halt. Picture this. The judge is presiding, lawyers are presenting their cases, and then, out of nowhere, a woman stands up, her voice cracking with emotion, yelling, "Diddy, these motherfuckers are laughing at you!" The room goes silent. All eyes turn to her. Court officers immediately move in, their faces grim, escorting her out as she continues to speak, accusing people of lying. Intriguing question. Number 1. Who was this woman? Was she a friend, a fan, or someone with a deeper connection to the case? And what exactly did she mean by people lying? This unexpected outburst wasn't the only dramatic turn of events on day 15. Earlier, a man who had been present in the courtroom decided to use his YouTube channel to reveal the real name of a former assistant to Diddy, a woman known only as Mia under a pseudonym to protect her identity. This blatant violation of the judge's order didn't go unnoticed. Prosecutors swiftly brought it to the judge's attention, leading to a stern decision. The man was barred from the courtroom. Intriguing question. Why would this individual risk being banned from the trial just to reveal Mia's name? What was his motivation, and what impact could this have on the case? But the drama didn't stop there. The prosecution dropped a bombshell, hinting that they might introduce excerpts from Sean Diddy Combs' recorded jail calls. Why? Because they believe these calls will directly contradict the defense's attempts to discredit Mia's testimony. Mia, under oath, described horrific abuse, verbal, physical, and sexual, she allegedly endured while working for Diddy. The defense tried to paint her social media posts for Diddy's birthday as evidence against her claims, questioning how she could celebrate someone who allegedly assaulted her. However, the prosecution argues that these jail calls will reveal Diddy's obsession with his birthday and social media as a marketing opportunity, a way to control the narrative. This, they say, supports Mia's testimony that she felt pressured to post for his birthday regardless of the alleged abuse. Intriguing question. 3. What exactly did Diddy say in those jail calls? What kind of narrative was he trying to create, and how damaging could these recordings be to his defense? The day's main event, however, revolved around the testimony of Eddy Garcia, a former security officer at the InterContinental Hotel. He took the stand under an immunity order, meaning he was compelled to testify, even if his testimony could incriminate him. What he revealed painted a picture that was both shocking and meticulously detailed. Garcia recounted the events of March 5, 2016, when he was informed about a domestic dispute at the hotel. When he reviewed the surveillance footage, he initially didn't recognize the individuals involved until he later learned it was Sean Diddy Combs and Cassie Ventura. Now, this video is already public, showing a man assaulting a woman. But Garcia's testimony provided crucial context, the backstory that legal analysts say is incredibly important. He testified that law enforcement wasn't called because Miss Ventura did not request the presence of police or medical attention. But here's where the story takes an even darker turn. Garcia testified that Diddy's chief of staff, Christina Courtroom, called the hotel security desk, urgently requesting a copy of the video. When Garcia refused, citing hotel policy, the requests escalated. Later that night, Garcia received a call directly from Diddy himself. According to Garcia, Diddy sounded very nervous, saying he had a little too much to drink, and that if the video got out, it could ruin him. Diddy allegedly asked Garcia to provide the video and even offered to take care of him financially. Intriguing. Question number 4. What exactly did Diddy mean by take care of him? Was this a veiled bribe? An attempt to silence a potential witness? The pressure didn't stop there. Garcia testified that Diddy's chief of staff called his personal cell phone, a number he hadn't given them. She passed the phone to Diddy again, who allegedly pleaded with Garcia for the video, reiterating that it could ruin his career. Then came the shocking revelation. Garcia contacted his boss, relaying Diddy's desperation. His boss, according to Garcia, agreed to provide the video for a staggering $50,000. Diddy's reaction when he heard the price: "Eddy, my angel, I knew you could help. I knew you could do it." Intriguing. Question number 5. What kind of desperation would drive someone to pay such an exorbitant amount for a security video? What did Diddy fear the public seeing so much? The story gets even more unbelievable. Garcia testified about personally delivering the USB drive containing the video to Diddy. He described Diddy's relief and how he repeatedly referred to him as Eddy, my angel. But Diddy's paranoia wasn't over. He allegedly asked Garcia if that was the only copy and if anything was stored on the cloud. Then, in a move that screams of damage control, Diddy allegedly put Cassie Ventura on a FaceTime call with Garcia. According to Garcia, Diddy instructed Ventura to tell him that she wanted the video to go away too. Ventura allegedly complied, citing a movie release as her reason for wanting the incident to remain private. Intriguing. Question number 6. Was Cassie Ventura acting of her own free will during this FaceTime call? Or was she being coerced, perhaps even manipulated, to support Diddy's efforts to bury the truth? The final piece of this incredible testimony involved a non-disclosure agreement, NDA, and a hefty sum of cash. Garcia testified that Diddy had him sign paperwork, including a declaration that the video was the only existing copy and a strict NDA with a $1 million penalty for breach. Garcia admitted to not reading the documents carefully, feeling nervous and in a rush to get out of there. After signing, Diddy allegedly returned with a brown bag and a money counter, counting out a staggering $100,000 in cash. Garcia testified that he understood $50,000 was for his boss and $50,000 for him and another security officer. He recounted splitting the money, buying a used car in cash, and not reporting the income. Intriguing question number 7. What does this payment and the NDA suggest about Diddy's awareness of wrongdoing? Was he simply trying to protect his privacy, or was he actively trying to cover up something much more serious? Eddy Garcia's testimony continued with details of Diddy's attempts to ensure his silence, even reaching out via Instagram years later for work opportunities and checking in after the 2024 video resurfaced. Garcia also admitted to deleting messages with colleagues and initially being dishonest with investigators before eventually cooperating. The defense's cross-examination focused on Garcia's feelings about the transaction, attempting to portray Diddy as professional. However, Garcia admitted to checking his rearview mirror afterwards, a detail that speaks volumes. Day 15 of the Sean Diddy Combs trial was a whirlwind of dramatic revelations. From courtroom outbursts to allegations of bribery and cover-ups, the testimony painted a picture far removed from the glamorous facade of a music icon. The questions raised on this single day are profound, hinting at a complex web of power, influence, and alleged abuse. As the trial continues, the world watches, waiting to see what other secrets will be unearthed and what the ultimate fate of Sean Diddy Combs will be. This is a story that is far from over, and the twists and turns are likely to keep coming. So stay tuned as we continue to follow this unfolding drama, digging deeper into the evidence and seeking answers to these crucial questions.